What's going on, everybody? Ricky Green here for Tide Talk Sports on the Alabama Football News and Rumors channel on YouTube, presented by Chat Sports, and you're watching Tide TV. Quick episode tonight, just going to talk about a couple of things. We'll start off tonight's episode taking a quick look at the Alabama versus Florida Gators SEC championship game that's coming up this Saturday. Probably get to smoking on that Florida Gators pack just a little bit. And then we're going to talk about a big-time five-star prospect that's not signing, not committing until February, but definitely still worth taking a look at that situation. Don't miss a single minute of tonight's episode. Let's get started right now. So I'm going to start the video out by asking a question for our viewers. Much like we usually always do, I want you to get down in that comment section right now and give me your score predictions for the Alabama versus Florida SEC championship game that will take place this upcoming Saturday. I'll pin this down below and I will comment with my score predictions as well. So, first things first, heard a little comment that Dan Mullen made a little bit earlier this afternoon, where he once again referred to Mac Jones as a game manager quarterback. Mr. Mullen, the only thing that's getting managed this Saturday is your whole ass, bro. Mac Jones is the best quarterback in the nation, period. Kyle Trask can dink and dunk and throw them 3 and 4 yard little slants and all of that noise. We see it. Bunch of pad stuffing nonsense. Dan Mullen, you're going to find out firsthand this upcoming Saturday when Nick Saban and the Crimson Tide absolutely run through the Florida Gators. You'll see when I give my score prediction below in the comments section. I'm not playing around. Alabama's going to win, and they're going to win big. And Dan Mullen, you just remember, after Mac Jones manages to tear your defense to shreds, it was just for you and your ignorant little game manager comment. All right, we got through all of that, got the question asked for the audience. Before we get into the recruiting part of tonight's episode, though, if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, go ahead and do that for me right now. If you're an Alabama Crimson Tide fan, a SEC football fan, just a college football fan in general, smash that subscribe button right now and help us get our channel up to over 2,500 subscribers. And I greatly would appreciate that. All right, without further ado, not going to keep rambling on. We'll dive into tonight's recruiting segment of our show. And we're going to take a look, I'm going to try this, at JT Tuimoloau. And I'm sure that I absolutely murdered that. So we're going to refer to him as JTT from this point forward. Y'all got to hear me try to say it one time. Got way too much Northeast Alabama in me. Not doing too good with the names on these videos. Some of them are a little bit difficult. But anyway, JTT, #1 player in the country, 5-star defensive lineman. And earlier today, there was some smoke about Oregon maybe being in the lead for JTT. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that Oregon is probably more like third place, slightly on the outside looking in. Ohio State, of course, has kind of been the leader for JTT for quite some time now, but Alabama has definitely made this interesting. JTT has serious interest in Alabama, and of course the interest from Alabama is absolutely mutual. I mean, who wouldn't want to sign the #1 player in the country? Looking like Tunmise Adeleye may end up going the Bobby Brown route and committing to Texas A&M here shortly. So Alabama sits at 21 commitments. Early signing day is like 3 days away, Wednesday. Today's Sunday, Wednesday's early signing day. So what can we expect from Alabama as far as recruiting is concerned this upcoming Wednesday? I'll run through that real quick here. Like I said, I won't keep everybody very long tonight. So probably going to be a slightly uneventful day if you are an Alabama Crimson Tide fan. And in no way, shape, or form am I trying to take anything away from this class. It is an incredible class. It's ranked number 1 in the country for a reason. And I believe that Alabama will sign all 21 of their commitments this upcoming Wednesday at some point during the day. All right, so you got 21 there. The hard limit is 25, I guess. This year, I expect that we could take 3 to 4 more recruits in the 2021 class. So if we don't get any commitments on Wednesday, nobody hit the panic button. Everything's just fine. Believe me, Nick Saban and his staff at Alabama didn't forget how to recruit. I've still got Brian Thomas Jr., who will be a late signee, rolling with the Tide. I think that'll be our wide receiver commitment, the last one that we look for this cycle. We've talked about the Xavier Worthy situation, how there's something kind of weird going on between his mom and Josh Gaddis. Not going to throw all the dirt out there, but trust me, it's some dirt on this situation. So Brian Thomas Jr. will likely be one of the 3 or 4 spots that we have left. I really, really do think that Alabama has a great shot at landing JTT come February. So that would be like 2 out of the 3 to 4 spots that we have left open. And that leaves us a spot or 2 in case there's another recruit that wants to jump in. Or even if we need to look at the transfer market, you got people transferring all over the place. That's kind of how things are now. It's not like when I was growing up and coming up doing my thing. We were always kind of taught to fight through adversity and not give up and keep battling, much like Nick Saban teaches the guys at Alabama. But now it's kind of like, if you don't get your way, if you don't play quick enough, no problem, forget this place. I'll jump in the transfer portal and see where that takes me. Not a good thing, but can't hate a kid for trying to do what's best for them. What it is what it is. All right, so before we wrap up tonight's video, one more time, I just want to tell y'all thank you so very much for spending time with us here on Tide TV. We are so very excited about the things that we've got coming up for you all. In fact, like I said a few days ago, we have passed a huge milestone, so we're getting ready to take the channel to a slightly higher level, and we are really, really excited about that as well. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. We talk Alabama football and recruiting. We even get off into the basketball world. Nate Oates in Alabama lost a tough one to Clemson, but that doesn't mean that we're not still all the way Roll Tide over here at this house. And if you're enjoying the content that we're putting out on the channel, hit that thumbs up button for us. That gives me an idea of whether or not I'm headed in the right direction with the content that we're putting out. And it also forces YouTube's algorithm to recommend our video more. More recommendations equals more views, and that's what we're after. We'll see you next time right here on the Alabama Football News and Rumors channel on YouTube, presented by Chat Sports on Tide TV. Roll Tide.